Welcome to Nerd Positive. This is a Facebook and YouTube live podcast that celebrates everything we feel is awesome in hopes of spreading our fandom to you. After the live show, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your audio fix. Each week, we dive into the hearts of fandoms, celebrating the things we love, from sci-fi to fantasy, movies to TV shows, and comics to video games. We explore the universes that have captured our imaginations and made us lifelong fans. Expect passionate discussions.
That pause gets longer every week.
Yes, it does.
It gets longer every week. All right, keep going, bro.
And this was the longest one. This is also the last one.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
explain in a
Yes,
second.
sir.
In-depth analyses, because I don't talk well, side quests, and maybe even a few things hiding under the bed. So whether you're a die-hard yippee-ki-yay motherfucker or just dipping your toes in the fandom waters, Nerd Positive is the place to be. I'm your host, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butin, and with me every week is the co-host with the mostest, the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows, the unverified twin of Dave Bautista in the head wrinkles, the unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache,
The flavor savor,
the unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe, the unverified twin of AJ Lee in the snapping fingers,
and the abs. And the abs.
Absolutely the abs. Yes.
Yes. Talk about time that does not pass. Good on her.
Right? Oh my gosh. She looks, and let's not forget this one. And the unverified twin of Shamar Moore in the nipples.
Yes, sir.
Brian, how in the heck are you?
I am great. Thank you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for surviving the pandemic and now testing Nerd Positive. I'm sure Brad will talk about some updates we're going to do for the pod upcoming. But thank you as always for joining us for what is the best part of our week. And Bradley, I'm ready to do this. We're going to just throw out some of our favorites, throw out some what ifs or some things that, as I like to call things that make you go, and all the fun things, my friend. So, Brad, why don't you tell us, let's kick us off today with what are some of your favorites of the week?
Oh, buddy. Yes.
I thought you were going to give me a joker. Give it to me. You can't tease that.
Brian.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my favorite TV shows of the week is Alien Earth. I'm all caught up except for the last episode.
Yep.
And that one, Peacemaker. Man, love it. And
love it.
The Rainmaker, man. There's some good shows going on right now.
Dude,
High Potential comes back this week.
And with High Potential comes her wardrobe. Yes. So any favorites when it comes to movies or comics, my friend?
Yeah. So games. I got a game for. We got a game this weekend called Tactica. It's a card game. Super strategic. Super fun. And then I've been playing on my mobile phone Marvel Strike Force, which I've been doing really good on that. Comic man, Batman is back at #1. Issue #1 came out this last week on September 3rd. It's fantastic. It's written by Matt Fraction, art by Jorge Jimenez. And dude, I think he might be my favorite Batman artist in a long time. This guy, yes, dude, he's so good. He's got this amazing style to his writing. He used to be the partner of Benjamin Percy when he was writing Green Arrow. Benjamin Percy now is on Marvel. He's doing Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. And then next week, he's got a Punisher book that's coming out as well. And he's going to be at GalaxyCon next weekend as well. Cannot wait to get him to autograph some of my things.
What's the location of GalaxyCon?
I think it's the Civic Center.
Is that the Civic Center? Okay. No, I had a friend of mine on yesterday actually talking about they were going to be checking it out, and I forgot where it was actually located. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna have a booth there for B&B. So
very cool. Very cool. All right.
But yeah, man, Batman #1, dude. Have you read it?
Have not read Batman #1. I keep saying I'm gonna get. This week was super busy. I cannot get my comic fixed like I normally can. So all right.
That's right. And then finally, the movie. Yesterday, Anna and I, before our birthday party, we went to The Conjuring, the Last Rites movie, and it was good.
It was a Conjuring movie, number one. So
yeah,
there's that. Yeah,
it was a little different than the other ones. I didn't like the ending kind of fell a little flat for me, which I thought that should have been the high point of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like it was 3/4 amazing and 1/3 like kind of a letdown, in my opinion.
That happens.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
But still, I mean, like, you know, you're going to those movies for the jump scares,
Absolutely,
for the cool demonic things. It lacked a little bit in story, and they're saying this is like the penultimate. This is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not amazing. I haven't put it through the lunch break point system yet, or the new. It's going to be called the signal scale moving forward. I'll explain that in at the end of the episode. But yeah, man, what about you?
All right, so for me, I went a little old school the last week or so. So first off, the shows we pretty much have identical. We have one change. So again, Love and Alien Earth, Peacemaker. That beginning of the most recent episode of Peacemaker, and I love the fact it jumped right into the little dance, which was I actually rewatched that 3 times before I got to the rest of the episode. Like, wait, what? No, what? James Gunn, you, what is it? I analyzed this and that with De Niro. Yeah, I did one of those. So Alien Earth, Peacemaker, Rainmaker. Going a little old school with a couple shows I'm just rewatching because they're fantastic. So My Name is Earl. I forgot how much I love that show. And I forgot the show you mentioned last time we recorded, but My Name is Earl has that same kind of early 2000s. If you look at the supporting actors for each episode, you see people are like, oh, okay, like basically all these people that you see later on, like there's an early appearance of Timothy Oliphant. I want Breckin Myers in it. The gentleman that plays Monroe in Grimm is a recurring character. No facial hair, so it makes it a little like wait. And of course, Giovanni Ribisi, post Roseanne, but before he kind of got his movie career going. I mean, just really great to kind of what we like to do the actor watch. Like, oh, that's who that is, and they're gonna be in this. And then a show that I didn't watch was initially on, but it dropped on Netflix this week, and I'm loving it. Wish I'd have watched it in its original run. Franklin and Bash, really good,
love
really
that.
good.
That show really ended so fast. I mean, like it was on, I think, TNT.
It was, and only 4 seasons, only 10 episodes per season, so only 40 episodes. Really good. And again, one of those shows that has so many people that go on to other things, or you would see like, wow, like people like Bo Bridges and Malcolm McDowell are like regular cast members. Like, what was the budget on this show? Yeah.
And why was it on a major network? That's what I want to know.
It was so good, so well written, very smart, I think it's one of those shows that was before its time. I think if it came out now, it would totally be on a major network and smashing ratings. So really, really good show.
And you know, and Mark Paul Gosselaar and Breckin Meyer, dude, they had such good chemistry in that show.
Incredible chemistry.
Man.
And I love the fact that really Mark Paul Gosselaar, the reason I didn't really watch it the first time, I want to see Zach as a lawyer. I was really shocked that really it's led by Breckin Meyer. And Mark Paul Gosselaar's really the more the co-star in it. But again, just fantastic chemistry throughout it. And it really strikes me as it predates Suits but has very similar vibes. So I think so much of this, I feel like those of us that love Suits, I know you love Suits as well, like they would have been great shows. And we talk about the Rainmaker, while the Rainmaker is definitely a more serious show, still that like I said, that chemistry between the characters. And every time I watch the Rainmaker, I just want to go back and watch Once Upon a Time. So
right?
Yes. And she was never the Wicked Witch to me.
No,
I rooted for her every episode. Like, you can keep Snow White. Yeah, whatever. No, give me more of the Wicked Witch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, and then my movie again, kicking it old school, I actually, for the first time, from beginning to end, this movie I watched like pizza, guys, like individual parts, but watched from beginning to end 7, and it still strikes me how flipping amazing that movie is. And just to play on the term 7, it's over 7 days, the 7 deadly sins. And you realize that Kevin Spacey was probably playing Kevin Spacey. So try not to let that take you out of it, and just enjoy the movie fog. And again, as always, what's in the box? Oh my God.
Yes.
By the way, I didn't do my target info. This week, the S stands for, as Brian extends, this week the S stands for 11th Street Kids, just because Peacemaker. I was a little concerned because sometimes I think we get a little heavy-handed with some of the multiverse stuff, but they're handling it so good. And it continues to show the person that Peacemaker is versus the superhero. So James Gunn, we should never doubt you. Keep doing what you're doing. All right.
All right, man.
So with that, we're gonna play a little differently. So typically we do our Nerdageddon tournament of awesomeness, but we're gonna actually do, as I term this area, things that make you go Well, actually, let's do the one of Russell first. I think we'll talk more about the things that make you go So all right, I'll give a real quick wrestling recap based on WWE of Raw, SmackDown. Not a whole lot happened between the two shows. They're building towards their next premium live event, which will be on 2 weeks from yesterday as we're recording, so it'll be on September 20th.
And that is going to be the ESPN first.
Yeah, so we will see how that works out. But the big thing of it is so they're building for a couple things. Right now there's only 2 matches announced, but there obviously will be more. But what we got to see is based on Raw. We got to see the announcement. It'll be Io Sky versus Stephanie McCurry for the Women's World Championship at WrestlePalooza. We continue to see the teasing of an Asuka heel turn. Asuka's so good as a single. She's really good as a heel. So we'll see if maybe that leads into some of the Io Sky, Stephanie McCurry world title match, or maybe let's get Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Would not be mad at that at all. We're also seeing potential Street Profits breakup. I love the Street Profits. They're one of my favorite tag teams. But Montez Ford, similar to Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, sometimes you just know someone is really built for singles, as is Montez Ford. Sami Zayn won the U.S. title a week ago plus at this point. We saw the return of AJ Lee, who, just real quick, it's got to stink for AJ Styles because you are now everybody's second favorite AJ. Yes.
I mean, you might want to say that's kind of phenomenal.
Because she did light it up. Yes. And this reminds us again, CM Punk, you are a smart man. Yes.
And that was the worst kept secret of the week.
True, but they did it so well because I saw a couple people that were streaming it. They go, yeah, sure, we knew it was going to happen, but it did a great job with Becky looking surprised, like, oh shoot, she's really here.
She sold it.
Yeah, it was done in Chicago. They drug it out just long enough for fans to go, we want to hear the music. So when that lighted up intro, she's wearing literally the same gear. Again, 10 years
she
later,
doesn't age.
older,
She's probably a vampire.
Not age at all. I get why CM Punk stays in good shape. You probably have to. And did the skip, the crazy eyes, all the things, because that's the whole deal with AJ is, she actually really good in the ring, but the idea, all the stuff around her character, the little glint in the eye, the little things, and again, it was fantastic. So I'm pretty sure we'll get that mixed tag match for WrestlePalooza, but we got AJ back. And of course, the other big return, which actually happened at the beginning of the show, was the return of the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who's the shit kicker. He beat up Zayn. Which was just collateral damage to beat up Cena. And you got to feel for AEW. I'm not a big AEW fan, but this WrestlePalooza is scheduled directly against their next big pay-per-view. And figuring minimally, you're going to have the Io Sky Stephanie McCurry match. You're going to minimally have the mixed tag match we mentioned. You're going to minimally have, as part of the main event, Brock and Cena. Even if it was just those 3 matches, yeah, other than ESPN, how people are going to buy it and see it. But
Yeah.
that's our real quick recap of Wanna Wrestle. So the highlight for that for me was, of course, Brock Lesnar making me feel all the feelings of aggression, and AJ making me feel very similar feelings of, and we'll move forward because I now see Leia. Hi, Princess. We have a
Okay.
cameo.
Here, we were talking about the AJ Lee's return. So why don't you? What am I holding?
Stick it up your nose, you. It's therapy dough.
Well, maybe his nose needed therapy. That's fair.
That maybe his fingers can do that. Stick your fingers.
We'll leave it.
in his
We'll move forward. Okay. Hi, Princess. How are you?
nose. Hi. I'm good.
Okay. How's your weekend been?
It was good. Guess whose birthday's tomorrow?
Mine.
I don't think that.
Your dad.
He's turning 46. And sister's turning 16 tomorrow too.
Both on the same day?
Yup.
16
They have a
and-
birthday on the same day.
16 and 40. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that is very cool. I am actually older than your dad, so I'm not going to throw any shade. So that's okay.
How old are
So,
you?
Old enough to not share on a podcast how old I am. Yes.
I shared how old this guy is.
Yeah. So let me and your dad. Yeah, I heard you say 40, and I'm not going to say the rest of it. Our audience, they were listening, probably caught it. But that's very cool. And sister's turning 16, and you are now 14, 15, 35. How old are you?
I'm 13.
14's coming quick.
13.
All right. So, all right. Well, let me and your dad start getting to
Hey, what
one
about
of our
AJ Lee?
things. Oh, AJ Lee, what do you think about her return?
I squealed. Just ask this guy. Did I squeal?
I squealed too. I squealed too.
How many times did I squeal?
Few.
Tell your dad I squealed as well.
He said he squealed as well.
Oh yeah.
Do you like my therapy dough?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it nice?
All
This
right.
was $10 in Seattle. It also
Nice.
has a cent.
Seattle's
That's only a
fun
bit
town.
of it.
Seattle's a fun town. Okay. Hey, it's time for me and your dad to keep our show going. So give me a bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I need my. I'll be upstairs in a little bit.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
So you heard me say to Princess Leia that I also squealed when AJ returned. But as a man in his 40s, that the AJ
Mhm.
squealing took a little longer than it used to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That'll come up with my honest ad a little bit later on. All right, bro. So let's get into the things that make you go, And we're going to play out a couple things. So Brad and I were chit-chatting. Like, what would be an interesting topic just to delve into instead of doing a tournament this week? So what we did was I suggested let's take two of the really well-known teams in comics and in the movies for Marvel and DC, and let's flop them and flip-flop them. What I mean by that is let's take the Avengers, still in the Marvel universe.
Mhm.
However, the members of the Avengers will be 7 characters from DC. Justice League still exists in the DC universe, but specifically the 7 members of the Justice League, or Justice League of America, if you want to be real specific, they're going to be 7 characters from Marvel, and they take their powers, abilities, and all that stuff with them.
Mhm.
So, Brad, do you want to lead off? Or do you want me to lead off?
Yeah, I'll lead off one of them, and then you can lead off the other one.
Let's do it.
All right. So do we want to do the I'm calling it the DC Avengers.
We are the same. I can show you my screen where it has it written. I have DC Avengers and Marvel's Justice League. So let's start off with the DC Avengers.
All right, man. So, in these super groups, you
That
gotta
is a
have
sign when you are tag team partners. All right.
right. You gotta have that leader, and unfortunately, there's only a few options there. You gotta have the big powerhouse. Most Avengers teams have that Captain America.
Yep.
So there's really only one pick that I could really do. I wanted to bring in not all the A team, but I feel like you kind of have to bring in part of them,
Right.
because
historically, by the way, the Avengers in the comics have been a mixture of A and B team level characters, right?
Exactly.
So all right, let's do it.
So I'm doing Superman as my face. Superman is my number one.
Okay.
And then another one here. It's the obvious one. I thought about trying to make it not so obvious, but you can't have a super good team. You got to have this one person on there to bring the Avengers to levels that it has never been.
Okay.
There's only one person that can do that from DC Comics, and that is Batman. Batman takes the Avengers. I mean, he is the vigilante. He is the Dark Knight.
Yes.
He's going to be the Iron Man of the team. He's going to be the financer. He's going to be the brains. He's got plans for plans. His issues has issues. Okay. Now,
his cowl has a cowl.
The cowl has a cowl. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Next, you got to have that super mythic powerhouse.
Yep.
And for that I mean, like, there's only one person that this could really be.
Okay.
You're not breaking up the Trinity. You got the Trinity Justice League. The Trinity's going to be part of the Avengers.
Okay.
Kind of has to. So Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman are always going to be part of the group. I thought about it over and over again. I'm like, man, is this fair? Is this right? I almost wanted to strike these off, but I couldn't. My brain couldn't think of a good way to make an acceptable Avengers team. Without the Trinity. But that's all. Those are the only ones I put that are kind of transferred.
Those high level, super upper level. Yeah, like I said, the A-listers. Okay.
Right. I got to have my Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. Just because they are going to be really, they're all the face of the team. They're all the powerhouses of the team. They're all, and then everything else is kind of a little bit of filler, but they all serve a purpose, right? So after I get that, I need someone that's going to be my team. I need my teenage, called up to the big leagues type of guy. Okay. A guy who's, still learning a lot, and he's got a super long longevity there. I got to have Blue Beetle on the team. I got to have Jaime Reyes on my Avengers.
I was really close to putting Blue Beetle, but if I put it, it would have been the Ted Kord version. But Blue Beetle was really like, I did 3 versions of this. He was in versions 1 and 2, and I struck him in the last. So
I actually thought about Ted Kord too, but I just love Ted Kord and Booster Gold. Have to be a pair.
Yes.
I mean, blue and gold all the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Next, you need somebody that is mystical. You need somebody that can take off those, all of the things. Sometimes she's a little bit of backwards thinking, a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I thought about using Dr. Fate, but I decided I didn't want to do that. I went for Zatanna because damn those fishnets.
I knew Zatanna was making your list, man. I knew Zatanna.
Zatanna's on all my list, buddy.
I was like, WWBBD. What would Bradley Butin do? And Zatanna would, of course, made your list. Let's do it, bro. All right.
Now, I need that guy sort of like the Hulk of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I also feel like he would actually fit in this world. I think he would have a great time. I think that in the Marvel universe, he would actually have a successful rap career. I think Etrigan the Demon is going to be on my main Avengers team.
So close as well.
Oh, dude, I thought for sure he was going to make your list.
So close. Okay, I told you that I did 3 versions, and Ted made versions 1, 2, and then make 3. Etrigan made 1, but didn't make 2 or 3. So, again, we started off very similar. Okay. All right.
And then for my final, My final
You
part
know, I
of
love
my
Mr. Etrigan the Demon. He is one of my favorite characters.
dude. I am on the search. I'm on the search for his number one. I'm after I get Booster Gold, which I'll be picking that up here in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I also found a and I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger. It's only $50. Where I found it, it's the first Green Arrow, Green Lantern with the iconic white cover with with them both running. I can't remember what issue it is. I found it for $50. I think I got to get Booster Gold first. I don't know. We'll maybe we'll see. Okay. My final. Oh, the Avengers have to have their Archer, right?
Okay.
But I didn't put Green Arrow on here because I got Batman. I got the financing. As much as I love Green Arrow, I didn't feel like he would really fit into this team unless I had Black Canary on here.
Sure.
And Black Canary, I almost put her instead of Etrigan the Demon, but I needed that Hulk, you know? But I did put Huntress. Huntress
I
is
thought
going
for
to be...
sure you were going Red Arrow or Arsenal, but you went Huntress. Nice.
I went Huntress because Huntress, man, a very, very underused character. I mean, they're using her a lot more now because, I mean, like, now she's kind of the daughter of Bruce
Batman.
Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, and that's more commonly now. But yeah. So
first off, any team that has Huntress and Zatanna on it, I mean, you got my vote.
Oh, dude, you know Jaime Reyes is gonna what he's doing. And Wonder Woman.
He's gonna blame everything on the Scarab. Look, it's the Scarab. It wasn't me. Is that a Scarab in your pocket? Just happen to see me.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes. All right.
So I guess before we went into this, we should have defined what the difference of the Avengers and the Justice League are.
Sure.
Because I really do think there is a difference there. But I do think that the Avengers is more of a grounded type of thing, while Justice League, which we'll get into the Justice League momentarily, but also the Avengers are more of a come together when we need to and just kind of do our thing, do our own things as well. I really wanted to get Nightwing in there too, but I could not put Batman in there. But, and then so there's what I got. Do you want to add to that at all, or?
Well, to start off my list, I want to show you because again, this shows you we've been doing this for a while. We came from almost the identical place, and then I love this. We did this. Our lists are very different. We do have one person in common on the Avengers. So similar to you, it's the difference between. So I started like, what's the difference between the Justice League and the Avengers? So my thought is the Avengers at their best is a team. Yes, they're a team that comes together when we need them, but they are a team. Versus the Justice League is, let's put our most powerful people together and they'll figure it out. So when looking at the with the Avengers, again, so much of the stuff you said was absolute the same logic. I just filled it with different people. So my thought would be, okay, so if we're gonna do this, and I thought let's do this comic style. So if we're gonna do this comic style, what would cause the Avengers to be brought together? And in whether we're talking the movies or the comic, is you need some type of global threat, which is some type of unifier like S.H.I.E.L.D. to pull them together. So I thought, who would Nick Fury, aka Samuel L. Jackson, pick to put on this team? And understand, Samuel Jackson wants to run the team. So thinking of that, he would not put Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman because he's not going to fight those personalities. He's going to put in folks in this team that while he trusts them, he's still going to be, at least in his mind, one step ahead. Also, the other piece of this is this is a governmental gig. So this was my background. If I give you my 7 is this is pulled together and Nick Fury's going to have his first recruit. And that first recruit is going, I get to pick at least half the team. So the team is going to be filled with some that were picked by Nick Fury, who direct report to Fury. Some are going to be picked by the team lead. And you're going to love this because I didn't put Batman. If someone's going to lead the team and would have all the skills that Batman has, but with a little less of the damage, There's only one Bradley. There is only one. He is not the tribal chief. We will acknowledge him. So the leader of my Avengers, the Captain America of my team, is Nightwing. So Nightwing then has people that he picks to join the team, and they're also going to fill roles similar to the Avengers team that we know from the movies. So I go, if you're going to have that person that's got that mystical, magical power, someone like maybe the Scarlet Witch or even a bit of Thor, but it's going to have Dick Grayson's back, who all three of these picks will have, I pick Zatanna. So that's the one we have in common.
Yes.
Next up, knowing that Nick Fury has a plan for a plan for a plan, and knowing that Dick Grayson also has that, he wants someone that can work on the inside. So this person may not even be a field operative, but they're on the team, and this person actually, he says, isn't an Avenger, but they're working for S.H.I.E.L.D. to get the information inside. So who do we know that loves some Dick Grayson, has some computer skills, will maybe fit well in an intelligence organization? So not Batgirl, but Barbara Gordon as the Oracle is also on the team. So that is my version, kind of like Black Widow, that inside operative. And then third, I'm like, he wants someone that's going to have his back, maybe even a bit of a fanboy who wants to be Dick Grayson. I thought about maybe the Ant-Man who can bring the comic relief. So that person, based on his Teen Titans background, I'm adding Beast Boy.
Solid. Now
we're going to the Nick Fury pick. So I've got two up front for Nick Fury, then we'll talk about my last pick. So right now we've got Nightwing, Zatanna, Barbara Gordon, aka Oracle, and Beast Boy. So we got 4. Next up is Nick Fury's gonna add who he wants to be on this team. Remember, Nick Fury is military. Nick Fury is S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury is government, and we need a Hulk. So I thought about who from a military guideline with a powerful world beater with Hulk type power, or at least strength, but will follow orders, unquestionable. So when I scanned the DC universe, that gave me one person. That gave me Captain Atom.
That's a good pick.
In addition to Captain Atom, I go, who would Nick Fury pick who he trusts? Who, if I need someone that's smart, that's capable, but also may disagree with me, also because I love the new Superman 2025 movie so much, I'm going Mr. Terrific.
He was almost on my list.
Who would be the Iron Man. And it's similar to in the Avengers, we have that father-son, mentor-mentee relationship between Iron Man and Spider-Man. I'm adding Static to the Avengers as Mr. Terrific's protege. And then finally, we need a wild card. We need someone that maybe Nick Fury picks because he has some leverage. But also this person really is a fan of Nightwing. Maybe there's a fan of Nightwing for a variety of reasons. So this is that person's on the Avengers, but we're not sure what side they're going to pick. That wild card, the middle of the ground. And again, definitely fueled by loving me some AJ Styles. She is the queen of the crazy eyes, the last member of the DC Avengers, Harley Quinn. So those are my 7. Just as a revamp, we've got Nightwing, Zatanna, Barbara Gordon, but as Oracle, not Batgirl. We got Beast Boy, Captain Atom, Mr. Terrific, Static, and finally Harley Quinn. Those are my 7 of the DC Avengers.
I think I like your list better than mine.
And again, Edrigan almost made it. Ted Cord almost made it. We had a few that almost made it. So yes, sir. So this was fun. This was fun.
Awesome.
All right, sir. Lead off with your Marvel's Justice League.
Oh no, you're leading off with Marvel.
I'll lead off with this. Okay. Yeah. So again, I thought about who would be the most powerful group. So again, the Justice League, while yes, it is a team, but remember, they're pulled together for the utmost Omega level world-ending events. They're not even things that maybe the Avengers are called for. The Justice League is not going to Sokovia. Okay, they really are Thanos and that level of events or higher. So I thought, who was gonna lead this group? So similarly, when we look at the Justice League, their leader historically, from a strategic standpoint, has been the Batman. But then I also thought, if you're looking at the Marvel universe, Marvel is probably better than the 2 companies of really maximizing the idea of an anti-hero. The idea of someone comes on board because it works out best for who we need to be. This was also driven by, I love Nicholas Holt's portrayal of Lex Luthor. Is he a villain? Is he a hero? Does he just see things coming far in advance? So, my pick to lead Marvel's Justice League to fill in the role of Batman, but also some level of Lex Luthor. If Marvel had the baby of Batman and Lex Luthor, that person is the one, the only, we're going to see him in some upcoming movies, Dr. Doom leads my Justice League. Because justice, and this is what he would say, justice is a matter of perspective. So, given that, we know historically in the comic books, one of the reasons why Dr. Doom is so obsessed with the Fantastic Four, twofold. He's in love with Sue Storm, but also the powers that are held by Nathan Richards. So I thought another thing we see in the Marvel Universe is Mr. Sinister really being obsessed with the idea of the Summers Gray gene pool. So if Dr. Doom, who I feel is smarter than Mr. Sinister, if he's bringing in people to join the Justice League, yes, to fight evil, to defend our universe, and again, justice perspective, but he's always going to have an ulterior motive. I thought, who could fill the role of that? Also, Justice League traditionally has had the best buddies of Flash and Green Lantern, and also maybe a little undercurrent of some romance. So I feel these two would give us a Flash Green Lantern dynamic of being right there, each other's best friend, but also maybe give us a little Clark Kent Lois Lane romance, because we all love us a romance. I'm adding Cyclops and Jean Grey to the Justice League. For no reason then, from storyline, Dr. Doom wants access to the Phoenix Force. He wants access to the Summers DNA. He wants them on there so he can keep tabs. Next up, you need a Superman type character. But again, this is Dr. Doom's Justice League. So recently we saw via the movie the introduction of an individual who has all kinds of powers that are very Superman-esque, but is also fragile, gullible, and could be manipulated by Dr. Doom. I'm adding in as my Superman, Sentry. To give me my protege standpoint, that young gun, that person that's upcoming in the Justice League. We talked again about between Titans and Justice League. Nightwing's kind of been that between it. I think Dr. Doom, also because he's a scientist at heart, Dr. Doom as Spider-Man. We need a Wonder Woman. And I thought of, in my head, who is the Wonder Woman of the Marvel Universe? I picked Captain Marvel. And then my final and seventh pick, I thought about some of my favorite Justice League stories have to deal with Justice League International and that person that really has to keep the Justice League good with the U.S. government. Remember, Dr. Doom is coming from not only a different universe, but a foreign country. So who could be that person that can help navigate the legalese of the world, but also could also sit on that Justice League group? I almost made it She-Hulk, but I had to go with our boy Charlie Cox, the 7th member of the Marvel Justice League. You love him, I love him. He's the man with no fear, Daredevil.
I love it. And I have to tell you, Brian, we have 0 that match on this one. 0.
Love it. So my 7 again are Dr. Doom, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Sentry, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and Daredevil / and there will be a lot of, I didn't say this, a lot of Daredevil will be as Matt Murdock, again, being the legal counsel for the Justice League. All right, my friend, who are your members? I can't wait to hear your list, bro.
All right, man. And like my DC, the Justice League of Marvel, you know, there's just a couple of those staple characters that have to be in there, in my opinion.
All right.
and I wasn't reinventing the wheel there, but I gotta have Captain America in here. It's not, I think that he would do something really good with the Justice League, but I think he would actually question how they do the justice.
Okay.
Similar to the Avengers. I think it's going to be a little bit different there. I think he's got that moral center of the group that I think it would work.
Yes.
So Captain America is going to be the leader.
Fair.
And then, you know what, man? I mean, like, the Batman character, when it came to it, I thought about it being Iron Man, but then I wanted somebody a little bit different there.
Okay.
I wanted somebody who had just as much, if not more money than Bruce Wayne, that can, do all the things. Plus, he is super smart. Plus, he was a leader of a nation. I need Black Panther in here. I need T'Challa.
Oh,
gonna be
that was an easy miss for me. Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
done.
You.
Okay.
And I didn't want to borrow too much from the Avengers movies, so don't worry. I'm almost done with it.
You good?
But when you get that ancient Greece or whatever, I'll get into that a little bit more in a little bit. But you gotta have Thor. There's also another person I think is gonna, that can play around Thor as well. Thor's going to be my Wonder Woman. He's noble. He's, he's got it. And I really want to see Thor.
All the things.
Absolutely. I want to see him go up against Darkseid. I want to see a Thor versus Darkseid fight.
Yes.
I think he's going to be the one to go right in and not listen to Captain or Black Panther.
I think Darkseid, that's just still a couple seconds. I think that fight, because I think somehow Darkseid is so corrupt, I think Darkseid could pick up Mjolnir. I think he is so evil that while he is damn sure not worthy, his just depth of darkness would corrupt Mjolnir. I could see that. I could really see that. That's just in me fan casting, and I want to write that comment. So, all right,
dude, let's do it. Okay, now I need my Green Lantern. I need
That was hard for me. I wanted a Green Lantern. I couldn't figure out how to do. I want to hear what you did.
Well, instead of doing the Green Lantern Corps, you got somebody from Marvel, but there again, you need somebody who's has a lot of willpower.
Yes, sir.
Who knows about the universe in whole. Someone who likes to fly. I need Nova. Richard Rider is my Green Lantern. I need him with the ring. I want to hear him say the oath.
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Real quick, who's better? If you had to pick, if we had the intergalactic battle, Green Lantern Corps on one side, Nova Corps on the other. Who wins that?
I think the Lanterns, just because they have the power rings.
Okay, true. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the power ring changes everything.
By the way, I love me some Nova. I hope again as we get, they've done such a good job. Of historically finding really good characters. A Nova Corps show will work really well on Disney Plus. So I would love if they get more into. At some point, they got to move away from kind of a lot of character they have been doing, just because it's going to start to get stale. It feels that way sometimes a little bit. So I would think Nova Corps, because you introduce a version of it in the first Guardians movie, like actually do the whole idea of the Nova Corps. But it's your list, but I love that. I love that so much. All right. I thought you were going Silver Surfer for a second.
I thought about he was on my list, but I'm like, he was almost too powerful for me.
There it is.
So that's why I brought it back to Nova. But dude, man, Nova Corps needs something more than what Marvel's giving them right now.
Yes.
Okay. I got 3 more on my list.
Was it?
And I needed some other perspectives on my team, on my Justice League, because Justice League has a lot of people with a lot of headbutting, a lot of stubbornness. I needed somebody from Marvel to be on the Justice League who is a hunter, has a vast knowledge of supernatural, and looks damn good. I needed Elsa Bloodstone.
Ooh, that's a deep pull. That's a deep. Giving you flowers today, my friend. Giving you flowers today, my friend.
I want to see Elsa Bloodstone butt heads with Thor because of the Bifrost and everything. I want to see her. I think Elsa Bloodstone would get along with Black Panther amazing.
Yes.
But I don't know if she would get along with Captain America that great. But they're going to think everybody probably gets along with Captain America, at least on the face level. So, yeah. I don't know.
Also, remember, Cap is not great for confrontation, so he could probably be. Cap sometimes reasons a little naive, so I can see that. Yep.
Next, this guy is arrogant. He's a mythic bruiser. He's got a drinking problem. He goes 0 to hero. Hercules.
Ooh.
I want Hercules and Thor on the main roster of my Justice League, just to see them at odds all of the time until it comes time to fight, and then they're like, they can wipe anything out.
Have you heard, are we getting a 5th Thor movie that will pick up with that whole idea of Hercules?
I hope so. I haven't heard.
Chris Hemsworth said that both he and Taka, I forget Taka's last name, the director of the movie, he said both he and Taka thought this was the last for Thor until they get to the actual private screening for the cast, and it said that Thor will be returning. So at that point, he thought the character was done. He's not opposed to doing it. And you don't bring Russell Crowe in and give that Easter egg, if you will, without doing something, right? Well, I don't know. They brought in the guy that plays the Collector.
Jeff Goldblum.
No, he was in Guardians. No, I'm sorry, he was in he was in the first Guardians movie, and he plays the Collector. Shoot, I'm forget his name now. But anyway, he's an excellent actor, but they had him do very little in the movie. I thought, you don't cast that cat to have him do bit parts. Well, they kind of did. Yeah. But anyway, I'm taking this on a tangent, but I love the pick. And like you're right, Thor and Herc have a little bit of a. You got the Roman god, Roman/Greek god versus the Norse god, and also the Marvel version of Hercules is very impulsive. You get a bit of you get a bit of Hulk vibes there. You definitely get a bit of Hulk vibes. All right.
My final pick here, I needed my Hawkman. I needed my weird. I needed my mystical. I needed a little bit of mentally unstable on here as well.
I feel like you're describing me, my friend.
Moon Knight is going to round up my cast. Moon Knight is going to. I thought
you were going to say Moon Knight. We were discussing who will be that Batman fan. Like, he's going to go Moon Knight because I almost put Moon Knight.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So I think, I think that this would be an interesting group. I think they would work well together. I think they would also ultimately do the good. And plus, I want to see them take a boom tube over to New Genesis. I want to see them hang out with other people in the DC universe. I mean,
that's and you just know at some point, if they go to New Genesis, they're going Mr. Miracle and Big Bart is going to get on somebody's nerves. And you said before that you like my Avengers better than yours. I like your Justice League better than mine. That was a great pick, especially when you went way back with Elsa Bloodstone, man. That I'd like to say I can go nerd deep, bro. You went in the pockets deep. That was a great pull. That was a great pull, my friend. You went.
Yeah, she's an underused character, man.
Very much so. That was outstanding, my friend. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready to play some games?
I'm ready to play some games. Let's do this to it.
All right. If you cool, I'll go first because I know you got the quote game planned, so I'm gonna try and steal my brain for that one. So I got this one. I like playing off the idea of different movies and things because I really feel sometimes the world of comics, movie, and fantasy, people get pigeonholed as they just do those movies, things blow up a lot. So we have a lot of very accomplished actors and actresses within our field. So I have 3 individuals that I'm going to play a game that I'm dubbing filmography trivia. So I'm
Ooh.
going to mention movies that are in their filmography and the description of them, and see if you can figure out who the actor or actress is based on description of things in their filmography. Now, we'll give you this hint. Every person on this list has been in a movie in both the DC universe and the Marvel universe. They've been in movies for both companies and fairly recently. One's a little bit of a callback, but for the most part, pretty recently. So they portrayed on big budget movies, big screen movies, not TV movies or anything, not animated, not made for direct video. These have been in the theater movies that and I have 3. Each one of them have been in a Marvel movie and a DC movie. So when you're ready, sir, we'll begin.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so here's the first one. I have 3 clues or 3 movies. All right, see if you can guess the person. He shared a role with the greatest Starfleet captain, in Brian's opinion, in one of his early movies. What I mean by that is
Jean-Luc Picard. Yeah.
Yes, what I mean by that is a character that was played by Patrick Stewart was also later played by this actor. They played the same character in the same franchise. And again, Jean-Luc Picard, and I thank you for saying it, Jean-Luc Picard is the greatest captain. And the only reason he beat Cisco is because Cisco was a commander, not a captain. All right. So that is clue number 1. In one of his movies, he actually picked up the role from a character that was played previously by Patrick Stewart. Next up, this probably will give it away. He made riding a tricycle look cool. And then lastly, he played 2 significant roles, 2 different roles in fairly recent Marvel movies. He played 2 different significant roles in fairly recent Marvel movies. Again, he was 2 different characters. And I don't mean multiverse, he's in one verse versus another. These are absolutely 2 different characters. I'll review those. Okay. He shared a role that was previously played by Patrick Stewart.
Right.
He made riding a tricycle look cool. And then in fairly recent Marvel movies, he played 2 different, very significant characters.
I'm going to say Josh Brolin.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. So his character in Dune was played by Patrick Stewart in the 1984 Dune movie. In The Goonies, he rolls off, and I kind of play a little bit. It's a bicycle with the training wheels. I'm going to call it a tricycle. Yeah. And then 2 significant roles. He played both Thanos, of course, but also Cable. Nice job, my friend. Next up, again, this actor has been in both DC movies and Marvel movies. So first off, similar, this isn't a filmography, it's just a fact about the person. Similar to you and I, he has previously been voted the sexiest man alive. He played a character in Black that was confused with Will Smith. And finally, his bromance with Captain Kirk's father cost him his life. I'll give you to it again. He previously was voted People Magazine's sexiest man alive, just like you and I. I never got my trophy. I don't know about you. He played a character in Black that is often confused with Will Smith. And his bromance with Captain Kirk's father ultimately cost him his life.
Oh. Often confused with Will Smith's character.
Yes. I'm proud of this one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of this one. I think you'll get the third one. I'm proud of this one.
Oh man, okay, so I'm gonna take a guess here,
Okay.
and so the sexiest man alive. I'm pretty sure he's been voted this. I know he's been in Marvel, and I know he's been in DC.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And the one that's getting me is confused with Will Smith, but the bromance with that doesn't fit either. Oh,
He's only been in a couple Marvel movies. Oh, I'm sorry, a couple franchises. Been more than one Marvel movie, but he's in a couple different franchises under the Marvel umbrella. If that helps.
okay.
That may not have, but it's if that helps.
Man, I am gonna say Idris Elba.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
So he was voted sexiest man alive. The character in black, remember, he plays Bloodsport in the Suicide Squad. Many people thought he was playing Deadshot.
Yeah.
And then last one is his bromance, Captain Kirk's father. So in the reboot of Star Trek, Captain Kirk's father is played by Chris Hemsworth, and as Heimdall, Thor's best friend, him defending Thor and sending Hulk to Earth is ultimately what causes him to be killed by Thanos. Great job, my friend. I thought that one was stumpy. And obviously the reason in Bloodsport dresses almost in completely black clothing. All right. And then last one. Here we go. And I think you'll get this one, but let's see if you can get it. So first off, he's in a movie with Vin Diesel where only his character holds car keys. He has played a character that was also played, again, similar to with the Josh Brolin one. He's played a character that's been played by multiple people. Those other people are also famous for playing a scientist, a space explorer, a baby, and a president. And lastly, in his non-Marvel movies, he co-starred in movies with The Punisher, Hawkeye, and Betty Ross. Give it to you again. He was in a movie with Vin Diesel where only his character had car keys.
Okay.
He played a character that was played by multiple different actors, and those other actors are famous for playing a scientist, a space explorer, a baby, and a president. And lastly, in his non-Marvel movies, he's had co-starred with The Punisher, Hawkeye, and Betty Ross.
Okay, this one's actually pretty tough because I'm down to two that I think it is. One of them makes sense for most of your clues, but not all of them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Ben Affleck.
You are correct, my friend.
What was he in with Vin Diesel?
The Boiler Room. He is in like two or three
okay.
scenes, and in that movie, famously, I love The Boiler Room. That's why I pulled it.
Yeah.
He plays a recruiter, and when he comes into, I don't know if you've ever seen The Boiler Room, he comes in and actually leaves his car keys on the desk. He does his spiel, and before he leaves, he reminds them to give him back his car keys. So Vin Diesel is definitely more prominent in the movie, but Ben Affleck does have a small, again, it's two scenes maybe in The Boiler Room. He also famously played the character of Jack Ryan. That was played by multiple individuals. So the scientist is John Krasinski, who plays in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Reed Richards, who is a scientist. The space explorer is Chris Pine, who plays Captain Kirk. The baby is Alec Baldwin from Baby Boss, and the president is actually Harrison Ford from Brand New World. And then
another Jack Ryan.
Yes, and then the non-Marvel movie is The Accountant and Accountant 2.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye is The Town. And then, do you know the movie he's in with Betty Ross, played by Liv Tyler?
Yeah, Armageddon.
Armageddon. So there we go. Nice. You are 3 for 3, my friend. I will not go 3 for 3 for your quotes, and I'm ready to do it. All right.
All right, man. So, I had so much fun doing this last week that I wanted to do it again.
I did not. But I can't wait to do it again.
It's only 5.
All right.
So
okay.
We're gonna play. Brian is gonna guess who says the line, and then I have the reference of what comic it's from in case. I'm not expecting you to do that because there's no way I knew all these anyway. But anyway, it's kind of fun just to see what some of these people say. Are you ready, my friend?
As ready as I'm gonna be, my friend. Let's do it, brother.
Okay. The world is filled with people who are no longer alive, but still not dead. Who said it?
Okay. I have no idea, so I'm gonna think it through.
Okay.
So the world is full of people who are
No
longer alive, but still not dead.
Yes.
So my head, now my answer, and this is not my official answer.
Yeah.
My head's gotta go to Blade.
I'll tell you if it's. Let me know, and I'll tell you if it's Marvel, DC.
You can do that'd be great. Okay.
Yeah, it's DC.
Okay, shoot, I take Blade off the table. Okay. I'll
give you one more hint too if you want.
All right, I'll take it.
Green.
DC and green. Joker.
Swamp Thing.
No, of course that makes sense though.
Yeah,
that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything with any rumors? Are we gonna get? For some reason, I feel like James Gunn would love Swamp Thing, but also would really could do something cool with Swamp Thing. Are there any rumors of anything going on with Swamp Thing?
I know it was on his original list of I think it's going to be an animated show.
Cool.
Which I'm fine. Like,
yes,
especially if Clayface does good, dude. You could do such a cool horror movie with Swamp Thing, man.
I mean, they have a variety of characters that feel. I mean, it's the whole idea when they went Marvel Dark and Justice League Dark. Of those characters that really feel. Now, Marvel tried with New Mutants. It just wasn't scary.
No,
it wasn't scary. And Magic with a K deserved better. But with that being said, between Constantine, Swamp Thing, you could definitely have some darkness with Zatanna. Even the darker side of Dr. Fate, because that helm is not always a benefit. And please give us back Pierce Brosnan in some way. He was so good as Dr. I had never thought about Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. The more because I rewatched Black Adam quite a bit. Real quick tangent, it's one of those, or side quest, it's really one of those movies that I think the timing was crap for it coming out. And I know I've really heard rumors that The Rock, who, I've got the same eyebrows, was not the easiest to deal with, and James Gunn and The Rock apparently do not get along very well, which isn't great. It actually, plot, storyline, it has some really good aspects. Even if you set aside Black Adam, and they should have picked a better villain than Sabak, just because you really got to be a comic book nerd to understand the Sabak character. But how they handled Justice League, how they handled JSA was so good. And I really want to see somehow give us, with Hawkgirl and Justice Gang, you can't have Hawkman just out here, right? You just can't. So
Aldous Hodge needs to be
with Aldous, okay, you can keep Cyclone and Atom Smasher, fine, you can keep
who cares?
But give us, you got to give us keep Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, and give us, even if it's the idea we're reincarnated and she's not feeling him, because the actress is very open where she is part of the LGBTQ plus community. So play that into the character. Hey, I'm reborn. You ain't vibing with me right now, bro. I would love that. And then somehow give us something with Pierce Brosnan. And by the way, when I'm Pierce Brosnan's age, I hope I have that hair.
Right?
Have you
Me too.
seen another side quest? Have you seen the Thursday Murder Club on Netflix?
Not yet. Kaylee wants
It's
to
good.
watch it, but
It's a good one to watch with the wife. It's a very
Okay.
good. Did you ever watch Man with a Plan? Or I'm sorry, Inside Man with Ted Danson?
oh yeah, that was a good movie. That was a good. Yeah, that was a good show.
Elongate that to a 2-hour movie with multiple people kind of in that
Okay.
vein of it, and it's very much that movie. It's really good. It's really good. I
Did
personally think it
you-
would be a great series too if they decide to keep going with it. But okay,
Did you watch Tony and Ziva?
not yet. Will
Okay.
not yet.
It's
not yet.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
Okay, basically all you had to say was Ziva. I mean, Tony
Right?
to me is extra. Like, in fact, he could die the first episode. I'm still watching.
it's so yeah. It's so
That
funny.
actually made me stop watch NCIS for a while when Ziva died.
Yeah.
I just no.
Yep.
Then when you take away Ziva and the criminologist, the lab to Abby, when they took away Ziva and Abby, I'm like,
I'm out. And then Gibbs
Dude.
goes away.
yeah, they could take away Gibbs, but I'm just like, you can't give me Fez, but take away Abby.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. All right, my friend. All right, give me the next quote.
Next. Sometimes the truth isn't good enough. Sometimes people deserve more.
Oh God, I know the movie reference. So you referencing the movie or the comic?
It's common.
Well, it's okay.
It's also been a movie too. It's also been
yeah.
it's also been an animated movie, also loosely echoed in another movie.
Yeah, so give it a quote again, but I believe I already know where this was from. Give it to me one more time.
Sometimes the truth isn't good enough. Sometimes people deserve more.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely, that is from the Christopher Nolan Batman Dark Knight. Now that's what I know it from a movie. Now I gotta, and you know me and Batman, so I'm gonna rack my Batman data system to figure out. I know it had to come from. Obviously, it came from a comic.
It did,
I'm just trying to remember which flipping.
and it's one of your favorites too.
Oh God. Okay. That makes it worse. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I put this one in there because I remember you telling me how much you liked this run.
Is it Dark Knight Rises?
Nope.
We have adult listeners. Don't worry about language.
Yeah, I got it on explicit, so it's fine.
No, I'm not giving up yet because I know it's gonna come to me. Because you're right. I'm like, I have so many that I'm such a fan of that it's like, I want to get this. Cause I may not get any more. I want this one.
I mean, you got the win, buddy, on that one.
Yeah, but I want the points for. Because I get points for if I can get it from the actual comic, right? So
No, but I'll give you an extra point for that one. If you can get it.
Is it okay? I'm asking for one little hint. Is the word moon in the title?
No.
Okay, screw it then, because I thought it was the moon at midnight. All right, what is it?
The Killing Joke.
It is the Killing Joke.
Speaking of, dude, Kaylee got me the omnibus of Nightfall for my birthday.
Okay, I know it is at the end of the show. She's not my Brenda Human of the Week. That is love. That is flipping love. That is flipping love. Okay. All right, give me quote number 3. I am upset I did not remember that from Killing Joke. All right.
Deadpool is coming for you, and he's bringing chimichangas.
So this is something that you may know. Okay, so I love Deadpool, but I have not read as many Deadpool comics as I probably should have. I love the Deadpool Wolverine series. I love that so much, and I think that's something again that led us to Deadpool and Wolverine the movie we saw, but the books are actually better. Okay.
Don't think too hard about this one.
Yeah, So my head wants to go that Wade Wilson actually says it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I'm gonna give you. You said Wade Wilson, Deadpool.
Okay. Yep. They're the same person. Yeah.
Yep.
Can you imagine though? Do you think this again? Another side quest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's a world within the comics or the movie? I'm really thinking the comics. Do you think there's a world that he exists, that he's actually, does Wade Wilson exist anymore? Or is that gone and he's Deadpool? Regardless of the mask or not, do you think they're asking, so the idea, similar, we talk about this with Batman a lot, is Batman, so two of the most common, two of the biggest characters is, I would say there's a difference between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I would say, when you look at Clark Kent and Superman, he is Clark Kent. A lot of people say he's really Superman and Clark Kent's the act. I believe the opposite. He's really Clark Kent. He has to put on the outfit to be Superman.
Right.
Batman is Batman. Bruce Wayne is the mask, right?
Yes.
So but with Deadpool, is there even a true Wade Wilson persona, or at this moment, is he just Deadpool mask or not?
You know, I'm going to say there is no Wade Wilson. I think there is only Deadpool.
There is only Deadpool. I agree with you. I agree
awesome.
with you. All right, my friend. I think we're at the number 4. Okay.
All right.
So I have 2 out of 3. That's better than I thought I'd do. I'm good with that. All right.
No matter how bad things get,
sir,
something good is out there, just over the horizon.
So I know these are comic book references, but part of me almost went to it's got to be Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz or something like that. Like that's so, or Glenda or Galinda. All right.
Let me know if you want me to tell you if it's Marvel or DC.
I feel like this is. I'm gonna guess, and this feels like a DC quote.
You're right.
Okay, I know this. I know this. Okay.
So it's out of one of the characters, one of his more famous runs.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make I feel
from the 80s.
I can't place it other than I feel really strongly this is a Green Lantern quote.
You are so close.
Parallax?
No, you have the green right.
Green Arrow?
Yes.
That
was Green Arrow from the Longbow Hunters.
Okay. I want half a point. Damn it.
That's fine. You get it. All right.
Was it a storyline they were in together?
Nope.
My brain kept telling me Green Lantern.
Nope. It's a Longbow Hunter. So he was on the island, I believe, in Longbow.
Okay. And there's no okay, that's fine. I mean, you're the expert on Green Arrow far more than I just was like, I know I have read that and loved it because it's just a cool thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
And my head went to green, so I went to Green Lantern. But hey, Green Arrow, Ollie Quinn is so flipping awesome. So again, I feel this is a day for side quests. If James Gunn brings Green Arrow to the big screen and does not bring Stephen Amell, which is who he should do, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If he picks someone other than that, I want Keanu Reeves.
Oh, as Green Arrow? Okay.
I want Keanu Reeves. I want Keanu Reeves playing this billionaire. Green Lantern's a billionaire, right? Because I know if Ricky was a millionaire, I think they moved on to billionaire. That's called economics, right? By the way, comics are also influenced by inflation. When millionaire doesn't mean as much as it used to, we make them billionaires. But I feel like Keanu could play that good-looking, older, Archer. I mean, if you look at the stuff that he does with the martial arts for the Matrix, the gun skills from the series for John Wick, I think he could pull it off authentically. And they should and honestly, as a character concession, just don't make him blonde. Just let him keep the same hair. Just don't make him blonde. I could see, again, Stephen Amell would be my pick, number 1. But if for some reason he wanted to start off with someone new, have it be Keanu Reeves. That's just my 2 cents of casting. All right.
Okay. I like it, man.
All right, number
And
5.
the
Let's
final
do it.
one.
All right, I'm 2 and 2. All right, I got to finish with a win. Let's go.
The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
Yes.
The real crime. Okay, Marvel or DC?
DC.
I knew it, but I knew it was B.
Did I only put? Yeah, I only put one Marvel in there, and that was the Deadpool one. All right.
You said it's DC, right?
DC. Yep.
Okay, I thought it was. I want to make sure you're right. Ah. Comic or movie? It's a comic reference,
It's comic.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm hearing this. Shoot, you said DC though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Darn. Okay, because I thought I had it, but the character's a Marvel character. Okay. Hang on, let me think.
I will tell you this.
Is it
It's
okay?
a female.
It's a female. Shoot. Darn. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where my head went. My head initially went to Doc Ock, but the more I'm thinking, because I remember that from Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fair. So that's Marvel. So you said DC,
Mhm.
and then my head went to. I thought it was something. My head goes to a Black Mask quote, but you said female, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. God, I want to get this so much. Is the character Batman adjacent?
Yes.
That doesn't help. Okay. I'm thinking about all the women in Batman's. By the way, Batman may have the best harem in comics.
Yeah, you sure.
Batman. I mean, seriously, Batman. Could you imagine Batman's Tinder profile? Like, bro, dude, like, could you imagine just at night? I'm trying to buy myself time. Can you imagine late at night on the Watchtower? Batman sitting there having some whiskey. Superman sitting there drinking milk, and they're discussing like the matters of love. And you've got Batman listing out Catwoman, Talia al Ghul, Batgirl, Wonder Woman in various versions, just all these people. And Superman goes, Lois Lane is pretty. Like, could you imagine? Maybe dreaming that Lana. By the way, I like Lana a little more than Lois for him.
Yeah.
By the way, all right. Buying that time. Okay, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark. Female, Batman adjacent. I'm going Catwoman just because. All right.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's from 2002,
Yep.
and it's from Catwoman #1,
Yes.
and it is Catwoman. Great
Yes!
job. Great
Yeah.
job.
Bro, if you'd have said it was by Barbara Gordon in a Catwoman comic, I would have lost my mind.
I thought about
All right.
it. I thought about
Okay,
it. but I
3 out
didn't
of
tease you.
3 out of 5. I'll take it
Well
as a win.
done.
Oh.
Well done. All
All
right,
right,
man.
those are fun. Keep bringing those back. Those are fun. All right.
Okay, so I think it's time for your honest ad.
All right, so I said I would mention this earlier because as I was sitting today doing my honest ad, I thought about, you know what on earth really sparks me today? And I got my hair cut today, so quick shout out to Kelly. And I was looking in the mirror after I got my hair cut, and I just noticed some gray hairs. Not that they weren't there before, but it feels like every day there's a few more. So I'm gonna do my honest ad on gray hairs. Are you ready, my friend?
I have a couple of those, so yeah.
Yeah, I figured you would feel me here. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
You start your life all shiny and new. Your future is bright. There's nothing you cannot do. Days pass, the seasons change, and slowly the features of your body begin to rearrange. You get taller, faster, stronger still. Unfortunately, the passage of time begins to feel all too real. Your bones crack, your muscles ache. Instead of tequila shots, it's ibuprofen pills you take. But worst of all, on one fine day, you notice the hair on your head and your face are turning gray. First you pluck, you may even shave, but those pesky hairs will not behave. They go black, they even multiply, and at the grocery store you start to walk slowly down the aisle that says hair dye. But you refuse to surrender. You will not give up. You will keep your gray hairs, even when they say you look old as fuck.
I love it.
My honest ad for gray hairs. And we both have a couple of those. All right, my friend.
That's right. That's right. All right, man. So who is your better than us human of the week?
Well, I already gave flowers to your lovely wife, and I'm going to give my original better us human of the week. I'm going to shoot this out to Little Miss Haven, the OG. She is 6-year-old. She's running the world, and she did her first dog show and got a medal, a ribbon, and a bag full of candy. Of course, when you're 6, the bag full of candy wins. So, yep. Haven J, we love you to death, and you are this week's better than us human of the week. Who you got, my friend?
Man, I have a 16-year-old tomorrow.
Boom.
Tomorrow is my Anna. She's my first biological daughter, and she's the one that made me a dad.
And family's family, yes, sir.
That's right. And it happened on my birthday as well. We are exactly 30 years apart. And so, what a great birthday present I got, especially when it's coming from an ex-wife. But no, Anna Lorge, that's my girl. That
you won my week, bro. It's Sunday night. You just won this upcoming week. That was beautiful. All right,
man. Yeah,
hey,
Anna and Lord, love you.
When the exes give us wonderful kids, and you know what? Hey, love is love. Family's family. Kids are kids.
Yes.
Boom. Yes, sir.
And you know what? I couldn't ask for a better ex-wife. I'm really Candy. Yep. My ex is amazing. Fair. We have co-parented so well. I hear stories from my brother with his ex-wife.
Okay.
Dude, they're horror stories. I mean, like, really. I mean, like, man, I don't know how this stuff. So, like, you know what?
You got to give it to them both. Because without her, you wouldn't have your baby. So, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, man. No, I think it's time we need to let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Let's do it. I'll let you break it down. Let's do it.
Okay, the show's changed a little bit. We're still gonna have some stuff. We're still gonna do some nerdy.
We're doing what's called a retcon. It's when someone comes in, like, you know what? Let's just flip it on the script a little bit. All right.
Yeah. So the podcast after today, or next week, is gonna be bat signals from across the universe or the multiverse. Bat signals from the multiverse. So there it is. It's we're gonna be doing. Every week you're probably going to have at least 2 things hit your feed. You're going to have an episode with Brian and I, and then I'm going to do a signal report. Used to be the lunch break review. I kind of retooled it. I put it with some good old Gotham themes because you know what? Batman is the best. I mean, he's in our background right now. Brian and I's first podcast episode was about Batman.
Yes, sir.
Batman has found his way into about everything. So yes, we are going to talk about as much Batman as if there's a new Batman comic. Guess what? We're going to be talking about it.
Absolutely.
The Batman movie. We're going to talk about the old stuff. We're going to talk about new stuff. We're going to talk about the actors who've been Batman. We are going to go deep into some Batman stuff.
And for any of you think there's a chance of us running out of Batman material, it is not possible, because the other side of it is, even when you look at different companies, Batman has completely spawned so much of not only the birth of so many characters, but how so many characters represent. Whether we're talking Moon Knight, whether we're talking Robin, we're talking Red Hood, all these characters, even Wolverine, the idea of an anti-hero, that is so Punisher. There's so much that Batman gives the world of comics and movies that we just are going to pay homage to that and bring it up, and we will not run out of material. And again, I am so excited for our Bat Signals Tales from the Multiverse.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I think you're going to all like it too. Man, so I think for the last time, let us go ahead and close this up because we have hit our max levels of awesome.
Brian? Well, as always, We will continue to do similar things in this, but officially from the idea of the Nerd Positive version of our podcast, we want to thank you all for surviving the pandemic and testing Nerd Positive. To begin your week, we want to thank you for joining us for the best part of our week, and we really want to give you a few words of advice. First off, no retreat, no surrender, and remember, Goonies, never say die.
Remember, friendship is like peeing on yourself. Everyone can see it, but only you get the warm feeling that it brings. Every time you feel stupid, you just got a little bit smarter. Squirrels' cheeks are their nut sacks. And remember, if dinosaurs evolved into chickens, the people who eat dino nuggets are really eating
Dino nuggets.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, folks.